You know, Jagger, as you pointed out earlier, the nature of political discourse is changing every day. And when you add AI technology into the discussion, distinguishing the difference between truth and distortion can be dangerous. But in our featured viral video, it's making the rounds today, AI is brilliantly used to raise a profound question. Welcome to Occupy Democrats, and please hit that subscribe button if keeping Trump's goon squad in check is as big a deal to you as it is to us.
Because I think you have an obligation to, report.
I couldn't agree more. Well, in the case of today's featured video, the goon squad is the cabinet members profiled in Vanity Fair's recent controversial article. As shocking as the story is, the photos are what's really causing major embarrassment for Caroline Leavitt, Stephen Miller, Marco Rubio, and Susie Wiles. Now, what we have to share today is a brilliant meme that brings those photos to life, and it will not make anyone in the Trump world happy, especially these clowns.
Trump's White House Chief of Staff, Susie Wiles, decided to do an interview with Vanity Fair. Why? Nobody knows. But Vanity Fair did exactly what they always do, and it came out today. It's a big, long piece. I listened to the whole thing this morning. It's like a 30-minute listen to if you put it on play. Wiles responding on X saying the article published early this morning is disingenuously framed hit piece on me and the finest president, White House staff, and cabinet in history, saying context was disregarded. Much of what I and others said about the team and the president was left out of the story. I assume after reading it that this was done to paint an overwhelmingly chaotic and negative narrative about the president and our team. Well, yeah, that's exactly what Vanity Fair is going to do when you talk to them over the course of days and months and weeks, and that's what they do. Here's the pictures, by the way, Rob. Let's show you the pictures that they put up of some of the staff here. They don't. I don't know. It's not. It's not.
When
a nice
I saw
looking,
it, I didn't realize that was Marco Rubio. Like, is that supposed to be Marco Rubio?
That's
in the middle.
Marco. But again, why are we giving access to Vanity Fair? Why are we pretending that that's the bar? I mean, it's toilet paper.
Stop
Who
doing
cares about Vanity
interviews
Fair?
with the Atlantic and Maggie Haberman
Outlets
and
that
Vanity
hate
Fair.
you.
Come to Newsmax. All right. Thanks,
There you
Rob.
go.
Good seeing you. I mean that, though. Do interviews with us.
I agree.
All right.
I agree.
Okay, in today's featured video, those photos come to life in a virtual AI meme that's making the rounds all across the internet. We're going to share it with you. You have to see it to believe it. You'll see it in just a second. And what you'll see is that the meme raises an important question, because as we know, a picture is worth 1,000 words. And as Katie Turr points out, they often capture unintended truths.
Everyone is talking about the Vanity Fair portraits, but there is a new detail that makes them even more interesting. This is a detail from the photographer. I'm going to get to that in a moment. But first, because I think this is really appropriate, I'm going to read you a very famous quotation from a very famous portrait artist about what he believed his job was when he was capturing images of people. And we'll put up the portraits from the Vanity Fair interview, a Vanity Fair portrait session during this, because I think you want to look at them as you're considering these words from Yusuf Karsh, who was, again, a very famous portrait artist back from the 1960s. He said, "Within every man and woman, a secret is hidden, and as a photographer, it is my task to reveal it if I can. The revelation, if it comes at all, will come in a small fraction of a second with an unconscious gesture, a gleam of the eye, a brief lifting of the mask that all humans wear to conceal their innermost selves from the world." Okay, so now that you've seen those images, take a moment to consider the images specifically of Stephen Miller, because the photographer has just revealed in an interview with the Washington Post that he had an interesting conversation with Stephen Miller as they were doing their portrait session. Miller asked, "Should I smile or not smile?" And the photographer said, "Well, how would you like to be portrayed?" They agreed, the two of them, to do a bit of both, smiling and unsmiling. And when they were finished, Miller comes up to the photographer, shakes his hand, says goodbye, and then says this, quote, according to the photographer, "You know you have a lot of power in the discretion you use to be kind to people." To which the photographer responded, "You know you do too."
Okay, in today's breaking viral video, it's going to do nothing to comfort poor Stephen Miller. AI changes the nature of our discourse by catching our attention to reveal hard questions and important truths. Not sure who to attribute this to, but please enjoy this confessional photo shoot in a way that we've never seen before.
For nearly a year, you've called us names and made fun of us. You've posted your memes, and you've made your petty jokes. You've had your laughs at our expense.
But now, after the recent Vanity Fair piece, we think it's safe to say...
It's safe to say...
It's safe to say...
You haven't taken it nearly far enough. Like, just look at us.
Like these lips and this skin, it's hideous. All this money spent and I still look like a lizard without lips.
I would kill for her lips. And why do I look so scared?
Worst of all, we're really not smart. Like, not one of us questioned why the photographer was so close to our faces. If we fumble one interview this bad, how can you trust us?
How can you trust us?
How can you trust us?
How can you trust us to run the most powerful country in the world?
Well, you know what, Jagger? You're absolutely right. That's not just a fair question. That's a Vanity Fair question. And who, in their right mind, wouldn't ask it?
The question is like, what is this? And they show a lion, a giraffe, a fish, and a hippopotamus, right? And they say, which is the giraffe? So that's the only question. But what happens is it then gets harder. But anyway, but I've taken now 3 cognitive tests. I've aced every single one of them. And